This man hasn't been home for 2.5 years. It's all because he lives in the motorhome he personally refitted every day, leading a free life far away from the hustle and bustle of the city. One day, TABI-IE was driving on the road when he suddenly encountered a heavy rainstorm. So, after buying some daily necessities in the supermarket he passed by, he parked his car in the nearby forest. This was a great opportunity for him to spend a few days here. TABI-IE took down the self-made stairs at the rear of the vehicle and set them up at the entrance of the trunk, making it convenient for him to enter and exit this small home at any time. Stepping into the vehicle, the car, which looked ordinary from the outside, was full of warmth and comfort inside. There were not only soft sofas and a small dining table, but all the living facilities were also in perfect order, especially that small transparent window, which could not only ventilate the vehicle, but also allow TABI-IE to enjoy the beautiful scenery outside the window at any time. As a man who had long been accustomed to living alone, TABI-IE was already satisfied with this simple and carefree lifestyle. At this moment, he sat by the window, quietly admiring the rain scene outside. After a while, he started to prepare dinner. He opened the small tabletop in the vehicle and cleverly hid the tableware and kitchenware inside, which saved space and made it convenient to take them out at any time. Since he was alone, TABI-IE only needed to cook a bowl of rice to make a meal. He took out a piece of solid alcohol, lit it, and started to simmer the rice. The rain outside seemed to have just stopped. Under the illumination of the pink sunset, the forest looked extremely quiet and beautiful. TABI-IE was in a good mood. Then he took out the gas can, the cassette stove, and set up the toaster, and started to grill his favorite kebabs. With the sizzling sound of the oil in the pan, the aroma filled the air. On one side was the freshly cooked rice, and on the other side were the steaming hot kebabs. Time seemed to become especially slow and wonderful at this moment. When the kebabs were cooked, TABI-IE sprinkled some salt and pepper for seasoning, paired them with the small drinks he bought from the supermarket, and enjoyed this simple yet satisfying dinner. The rice was just cooked, and the combination of kebabs and rice was perfect. After eating and drinking, TABI-IE looked out of the window and found that it was completely dark outside. It was silent all around, and only the lights of his car were left in the entire forest camp. With the end of dinner, TABI-IE started to tidy up the vehicle. After all, this small space was his home, and every detail needed to be kept clean. After tidying up, he lay on the sofa, took out some snacks and fried skewers, and continued to scroll through his phone and watch videos. This lifestyle was simply a kind of enjoyment for TABI-IE. He was no longer bound by the city, and far away from the pressure of work. Every day, he lived simply and beautifully. Although living alone, TABI-IE still maintained the good habit of going to bed early and getting up early. At night, he took out the pillows and bedding from the sofa cushions, and turned the small living room in the vehicle into a bedroom. After making the bed, he simply brushed his teeth and washed his face, got into the warm quilt, turned off the lights, and fell asleep peacefully. The next morning, the heavy rain had stopped. What greeted TABI-IE was a sunny and breezy morning. The sunlight shone through the car window, and TABI-IE's mood immediately became cheerful. Although traveling in the rain often brought some troubles, the beauty of the morning made him instantly forget the inconveniences of yesterday. He got up early, tidied up the bedroom, put away the bed, and restored it to a comfortable sofa. Opening the window, he could have a panoramic view of the forest scenery outside the car, and his mood relaxed a lot. As usual, TABI-IE started to prepare breakfast. He lit the Gascon stove, boiled water, and cooked a bowl of instant noodles, simple and satisfying. After having breakfast, he packed up everything, removed the stairs at the rear of the vehicle, reinstalled them at the rear, and was ready to continue his motorhome journey.